Okay, it is a new day and a new podcast with things to say. I mean, I got things to say with new things to say, you know? It's all coming together, okay? That last podcast was a little bit unedited. Not unedited, it was just badly edited. Even though, here's the thing, I'm ashamed of it. That last podcast, I'm ashamed of it. Not because of the ideas, but because you guys may not know this, to know people listening to, but I am a sound designer in school, okay? Not actually, I can't claim that. I haven't gotten my degree yet, but I'm taking digital music, okay? So I should know how to mix. But I did a bad job doing that. It's this crappy microphone, okay? You can only do so much with a bad microphone. But whatever. Thanks for listening to this new podcast if you're listening to this. And here's also the podcast thing. I've been thinking, I don't know. I think I might change this to just doing 30-minute things, talking about stuff, or just shorter ones, and maybe doing it twice a week, maybe. I don't know. Are people listening to the full hour? I don't know. Are they going to? I know no one's listening now, but there's a whole thing about this podcast I've been thinking about lately. Are people gonna listen? Here's my thing about it, right? There's so many shitty podcasts out there, and so boring YouTube channels. That's like, why can't I get a piece of that pie? It's like I feel like there's so I can't do it. Like, there's so much shitty content out there, and not shitty. I just mean it's just boring. Like, I can't get a piece of that goddamn pie with my stuff. Why not? I got things to say, kind of. The ideas, kind of. I could say vague, smart things and make you guys think I'm a smart podcaster. That's my thing. It's like there's so many channels out there that get views, like even a couple hundred, that are so boring. It's like, why can't I get a piece of that pie? Maybe I can't. Here's my idea. I think I'm going to do 100. I know that's a commitment, but I've already done some. So I think I'm going to do 100 once a week. Well, no, 100. Yeah, wait. What would it be? I think I'd be at 70. I'm saying once a week for this year. I'm just going to commit to once a week. No matter how many views I get, no matter what happens, I got to stick with it. Maybe that's my problem. Like, I see people doing it, and maybe I'm just like, where am I quick? Why isn't it coming quick? It's probably not going to come quick. So I think I'm just going to keep doing it for a year. No, not think. I'm going to commit for a year. Then after that year, maybe I'll think about it. But I'm doing a full year, once a week for a full year. Yeah. No more I think because everyone has to start somewhere. And I think if I just keep doing it, something will happen. Here's the thing, I'm not trying to be big. I'm trying to get one sponsor. I'm just trying to get paid a little bit so I don't have to get a regular job. So I don't have to go back to getting a regular job. Driving for DoorDash. Ugh. Ew, dude. I don't want to drive for DoorDash anymore. Fuck that. Even though, what? No. It's the money and the time DoorDash takes, but I kind of love the DoorDash, low-key. I'd never say low-key. That was gross. I shouldn't have said that. It's New York. I've been living in New York for not that long, but they've infected me, low-key. I can't, no homo. People still say no homo and pause. I don't say pause. When I say something gay, that's it. I just said something gay. Take it. No pause. I hate when people say pause. Pause. Because if you say pause, that means you're thinking about it. How about you just let the shit go? Why are you listening to every word someone says, and right when they say something even remotely resembling something, pause. No, fuck that. Let what I say ride, okay? Ride on my words, okay? Let it go. Pause. Fuck you. How about you constantly don't think about not trying to be gay? You know what I mean? You're constantly not trying to be gay. Pause. No pause. I never say pause. I never say no homo. Because guess what? I said what I said. Get over it. Okay, stop thinking constantly about being gay. No, I never say pause. Never. I think it's stupid. I think it's very dumb to say pause. It's I don't like it. I really do hate it. So many people say, I'm like, guys, oh, you said this in your sentence, pause. I'll be like, what? And they say, oh, because you said this and that, pause. I'm like, okay. And then you just keep talking. It's like you don't even think about it yourself, you know? And the people who do say about like, they'll say something, blah, 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 pause. Why do you, what's going on that you have to say pause in your mind? Are you really constantly in your head going, I can't be gay, I can't even say anything gay, I can't. Then right when something even resembles some in or out or a hole or a pussy or a dick or cock and balls or anything even close really related to that, you pause. No, dude, I don't say pause. How about you stop thinking about being gay? How about that? How about you stop thinking about gay shit? How about you? How about the guy that constantly says pause? Why don't we question you? Why don't you question the guy that's in the room that constantly says, hey, pause. What about you? Why are you thinking about that? Okay, why don't you just let a sentence go? But you can't. They can't, dude. They can't. I let it, that wasn't me farting, that was my chair. Yeah, I let things go. I don't pause. I never pause. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, the pause thing annoys me. Oh, living New York. Well, let me go back. Living New York. I was living in New York for a long time. I can't remember what I was talking about. Yeah, but I'm going to commit to this for a year. Once a week, every week. And then, if people are listening, I'll do once a week, every week for the rest of my life. Right? That'll be fun. You people want to hear that? Sorry, I need to take a drink. That's another thing. I can't go a full hour without taking a drink because literally my throat's like the driest. Like I can't go long without taking a drink. I'm one of those people you see who need to walk. Like are you ever with somebody and they like always need to go get something to drink? I'm like the guy that you're like riding skateboard, you're biking with or something. And I'm like, can we go to 7-Eleven? Like I just can't last that long without getting something to drink. I just can't. I don't know why. My throat is so dry and I get so thirsty. It's bad. It's really bad. And then my nose is so dry. You know, I don't have allergies or anything, but my nose, like, I get so dry. Like my body just like pushes out all water somehow. I don't know how. Like my nose is always super dry. My mouth gets super dry. Like I can't talk for a full hour without getting like this. Like I get it like really like this. Like it's bad. It's really bad. I don't know why. And then what else happens to me? That's pretty much it. I just get super dry all the time. Especially in the winter. Like it's so weird how that happens. Like I don't get that dry in the summer. But in the winter, holy shit, dude. I will get super, super dry. It's bad. It's really, really bad. What's going on upstairs? I'm sorry, by the way, I'm sorry about upstairs. I have a special ed family above me. Not family. That would be fucked up. Not that it'd be fucked up. You know, it's just what it is. It's not a family. It's a bunch of special ed men who live together. Not in like an arrangement way, like there's some weird arrangement. It's like a group home, basically, you know. But they're above me, and of course, all day it's banging and screaming. This guy in the middle of the night last night had a huge freak out. Listen. What the lick is that? I don't know. I hope you guys can hear that, but that's crazy. I can hear that. It's like the room tone. I have no low room tone in this room. Room tone, here's the room tone. The room tone is just it's like outside noise and like hitting because they're always making noise and they're always banging around. Yeah. So that's, oh my God, it's so annoying. All right, but yeah, I have to get over it. There's no good time to record. That's the problem. No good time to record. Yeah. You know, is there snow outside? There's still snow outside. That's interesting. It's been a long time. It takes a long time for the snow to melt. But yeah, this podcast's commitment. I guess is the word. I think I just need to commit, and trust the process. That's your podcast will float around and somebody will listen and a couple people will keep listening. Hopefully, I don't know. I think that's a big thing, though, is commitment. Because there's so many people, there's so many ideas and so much art being created all the time, from literally like painting to making videos to movies. You can't not do something because in your head you think no one's going to listen. You know what I mean? You can't not do something because it's like, well, no one's going to listen. It's like, yeah, probably no one's going to listen. Maybe no one will ever listen, but don't not do things. Like, don't not make music or do your art because you're like, well, I'm not known, no one's ever going to listen. It's like, well, still do it. Don't not do it. Because what if? That's the whole thing. It's like, what if? You never know. You never know. What if? What if something happened? What if a couple of people did listen? One person liked it and then, told their friend. Who knows? You never know. You never know. Again, I'm sorry about the upstairs. They're going crazy up there. They really are. What am I using to record? What is this called? Audacity. That's right. I forgot the name of it. But yeah, so that's that. That's this podcast. There's, what was I going to say? Yeah, I forgot. I was going to say something else about commitment and like, try hard in life and do stuff like that. The main point is don't worry about whether or not people are going to listen or not. Just do your shit, Then maybe eventually someone will. Who knows? I don't know. Speaking of listening and music, like I said, I'm taking music in school, majoring digital music. But for our assignment, we have to we have to make a 5-song EP by the end of the semester. That's a lot of songs, We only have 5 months in the school, 5.5 months in school. That's a song a month. Now, I know people are like, you can't do a song a month. I mean, I can, but usually, I don't know. I like to take my time. And having like a forced date isn't cool. But yeah, that's the assignment, a 5-song EP. When I heard that, I was like, fuck, a 5-song EP? What do I do? Like, I have to get samples and shit? I don't know. And then everyone in class acted like it was so normal. Everyone in class was like, all right, yeah, cool, 5. I'm like, ugh, an EP? And then this one dude who wants to do 12 songs. 12 fucking songs. He wants to do an album and 5. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like bad at making music. I don't know. Bad at the process. I hope I'm not bad at the process, But yeah, this dude was like, yeah. Oh, he's like, oh, it has to be 5 songs. And he was like, yeah. He said, well, I could do 12. He's like, and the teacher's like, you could do whatever you want, He goes, oh, yeah, I'm probably going to do 12. I'm going to make an intro, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, God damn, dude. You're going to do a 12-song thing? Is it going to be good? He wants us to put this out. Like, out. You know what I mean? Like, on streaming. This isn't like an assignment. He wants us to put this out. He's, like, helping us set up there's this thing called, you can't just upload, if you don't know. You can't just upload music to, straight to streaming. You have to go through another third party, or just another party. I use this thing called DistroKid, and it's basically a place you upload your music, you pay for it yearly, and they send it out to the big, not the big ones, all of them basically. There's a couple places, but you just can't directly upload. People have to go through other sites, and if you're signed to a label, the label does it for you. So yeah, and so he's helping us set up that, like, he wants us to have this be a real release, which I've done. I've uploaded music to streaming. I pay yearly for that, for DistroKid, and I do that. But it's something about having a set date that someone else has set for you that you're like, nah, right? Because music is so, and art in general is so like, I'll just do what I want, like laid back, kind of just like dates. Why would I need a date? Like, I'll just drop when I want. Like, especially if you're an independent artist, you're just like, I'll drop when I want, a couple times a year. Like that's like the goal, at least I want, I want to be an independent artist eventually. I kind of make my living from that. But yeah, it's something about having a date that you're like, okay, excuse me. There's something about having a date where you're like, okay, I have to do this by this date, by the end of the semester. Like, fuck, okay. Not that it's even difficult. It's just something about like having that time, having a set time, Think about anything you do. It kind of sucks when someone, that's another thing about homework. It's like, you have to do this by this date. Yeah. And it's like, all right, I have to do it. And then when you put it in terms of like art, I have to finish my art that usually I do leisurely, or usually I do without having a time frame. Now I have to do it by this time frame. It's like, all right, well, do it, And it's making music. It's like, it's why we're here, He's not making us like write a paper about sound waves, which I've done. That's what we're majoring in, digital music. We're all here to make music. He's only making us do what we want to do, just in a time frame. No one's showed up to digital music thinking they weren't going to make music, or with a different aspiration. Some people are sound designers though. That's their goal, but they still have to do it. At this one kid, he's like, actually, I'm really into mastering. What if I just master? He goes, no. You got to make songs. You got to make 5 minimum. You go, okay, all right. So yeah, we all have the ability to do it. It's just some people in class, I don't think don't want to because they're like against it. It's just some people have other ideas of what they're gonna do. Like this, like I said, that one kid's really good at mastering. There's another kid that's like he's into live recording, but he sells his stuff. He doesn't really make too many songs. Like he's kind of like I don't know, he just plays and like he makes samples and stuff. That'd be cool. That's my goal too. I kind of want to make samples. I just don't know what to do. Yeah. So that's what I have to do. Yeah, I'll probably get it done. It's fine. There's another girl in my class, in my other class, that lives in New Mexico, right? This had nothing to do with what I was just talking about. But there's this other girl in my class who lives in New Mexico. Everything's online now, Because I know what you're thinking. Well, how's she in New Mexico? You're in New York. You're going to school in New York. She's online. The whole class is online. She went back to her parents when school closed, She, for whatever reason. A couple of people did that. Someone else did that and went to Florida. This was before Florida was like, fuck everything, we're opening. So you just went. And so she's in New Mexico, right? So she's in New Mexico. This is the first semester where she had her video on, because there's this one class where we have to have our video on the whole class. I looked behind her because I knew she was in New Mexico. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. What's her background look like? Not to be creepy. I look at everyone's back. It's not like I'm creeping out. What? They turned the camera on? I'm just looking at the background. Here's the thing. If you don't want people to look at your background on Zoom, especially during school, download a background. And then some people's computers are so old that they can't do it, which is sad, but it's like, okay, get a background. We're all music students. We should all have an up-to-date computer to be making music. You know what I mean? Like there should be no one in the digital music class with a shitty computer. I mean, maybe it would be very difficult though to run, let's say whatever, like Pro Tools, anything, so I look at her background and for some reason, she has the weirdest fucking pictures up behind her. I don't know if these are her relatives or what, but my God, she had the weirdest fucking art. It was like she was in like some weird museum. No one said anything about it, but I was like, what the hell is going on with her background? It's so strange. It is so strange, especially when you really start to look at these people's backgrounds on Zoom. It is weird. People like where they are. It's very strange. Very weird. People do weird. It's like some people like are stare. Here's another thing. Some people like don't stare at the screen. They stare at the camera. Okay, so you'll be in class and a dude will be looking directly at you, but he's looking directly at the camera. You're like, what the fuck are you staring in the camera for? No one does that. What the hell is going on? It's so weird what people do on Zoom. It's such a there's a special ed. Speaking of special ed, upstairs there was a special ed girl in my last semester who came on Zoom with her top off. Yes, with her top off. Um, Thankfully, she had a bra on. Thankfully, but the teacher had to block her camera, and yeah, it was weird. It was not good. It was not good. I think she turned on the camera. I think she came back and turned on the camera herself. I don't think the teacher did that. I think. I'm not sure. I don't know what that's like though. That was kind of sad now that I think about it. But yeah, that's what happened. Came on with her top off. Very interesting. Very interesting. This whole thing about being on school, online school is very interesting. I know high schools are back. You got to be happy for that. Except for that one year where no high schools came back and everyone missed their senior year, the graduation, which actually my brother did, which is crazy. Like, he just completely missed it, He just completely missed it. It sucks. He was going to graduate. Didn't go to graduation, didn't go to prom. Was probably going to go to both. Missed it completely. Crazy. I mean, crazy. It's something about missing that you're like, damn. You look back. Like, I didn't go to my prom, right? Fuck prom. I didn't go. I couldn't because I wasn't eligible. My grades were not eligible. That's right. They wouldn't let me go because of my grades. I had like a 1 point. I think I had a 1.1 or something, And that's not because I'm stupid. That's because I didn't try and I didn't care. But yeah, they wouldn't let me go to prom. My brother for sure was going to go to prom. For sure. There was no question that he wasn't. But yeah, didn't get to go because of senior year. Sad. And then you look back on that, you're like, okay, so he missed that. You look back, you go, okay, so I missed that. It sucks, I guess it is a good excuse now that, like, why didn't you go to your prom? Oh, that was 2020 coronavirus. It's a perfect excuse. Instead of being like, oh, I was too dumb, or I didn't care enough and they kicked me out. I was in adult school. They kicked me out. I was going to adult school, so yeah. Well, I was too much of a loser. No one invited me. Yeah. What about the really smart kids that don't get invited to prom? That sucks. Again, I don't even know who did. I didn't go to my prom. I don't even know where my prom took place. I don't even know where. I think it was at the Marriott Hotel. I think. Yeah, the Marriott. Very nice hotel. I've been in there one time. I actually signed up to be I was looking for a job out of high school. I signed up to be a valet. They didn't hire me though, but I was going to be a valet. Yeah. Right when I got my license too, I was like, time to valet. That was actually a time I thought, okay, valet, they didn't accept me. Also put my job application into a mattress store. I was going to be a mattress salesman or whatever, be at the front. Who knows what I was going to actually do, but yeah, they said no too. They said I needed more experience with working with people. I was 19. I'm like, fuck you. I just graduated high school last year. Like, I need more experience working with people? Really? That's your excuse? So who the fuck do these places hire when you need experience? So they only hire people. It's like, okay, what do you think they learn? Fucking the experience thing blows my mind. Especially some shitty job like that. It's like, what? So I can't even work front desk at your dumb fucking mattress salesman gig? Yeah, and it's a gig. It's not a career. Okay, being a mattress salesman isn't a fucking career. Fuck you. Fuck those people. Yeah. Denny's said no. I know what you're thinking. Well, there's something wrong with me. No, would not hire me. All these places, Here's what I was gonna be. That actually really, I was like, damn, I'm gonna enjoy this. A park ranger. I actually, in my head for a while, had it that I was going to become a park ranger. That was actually pretty cool. I was down for that, going, like, being a park ranger in like Yosemite or a national park like that. damn, that would be cool. I kind of like that. You know, the freedom, just riding around all day, making sure everything's good, everything's clean. You know, I think it's cool. I like that. That sounds fun. I don't know. It sounds free. You know what I mean? It sounds free. But I didn't do that either. The closest I got to doing that was being a counselor at the YMCA. You know, so that's not close at all. I mean, those kids are animals, but other than that, it wasn't really close. But that's what I did do. I was a counselor for a little bit. Where was I going with this? I don't know. A job? I don't even know anymore. I don't know what the fuck I was going with this. The EP I have to make. The point of the EP I have to make is I don't like people giving me dates onto where I have to make my music. You get what I'm saying? That's what I don't like. Other than that, it's fine. It's like I said, it's what I'm here to do. It is what I'm here to do. In my last podcast, sorry, my computer. In my last podcast, I was talking about the Snyder Cut. Even though no one watched it, don't worry. I was talking about the Snyder Cut. And I titled it, I saw the Snyder Cut, and it's bad or something like that. And I didn't realize, I thought when I uploaded that the Snyder Cut was coming out like the next day. It's literally been a fucking week and it comes out like tomorrow. Or like in 2 days or something. It's Valentine's Day. Wait, no. Yesterday was Valentine's Day. And it's still, I thought it was close to coming out. So that's like, that title's so ridiculous. It's so dumb. It's so dumb and so stupid because it's so far away. Like literally, like I would have to be like an inside, like a real insider. Like someone who actually knew, like in the movie. Because it's like, I was mistaken. I really thought it was coming out like a day or two. Such a dumb title now that I think about it. I should have at least looked at the date. It's like, it's so stupid. But now I could title this that. But I'm not going to title that twice in a row. I could I have changed the title on YouTube? Yeah. I didn't care enough. I did not give a shit enough. I don't know. It was such a dumb title. So dumb. But the point is, in that video, I barely even talk about the Snyder Cut. Now, since the Snyder Cut Valentine's Day trailer came out, Joker was in it. Joker says the words, "We live in a society." We did it. Joker actually says the words, "We live in a society." And yes, it is as stupid as it sounds. Joker, I'm so done with seeing this fucking Joker. Okay, I'm so done seeing Joker. This better be the last fucking Joker we see for a long time. Can DC go 2 steps, walk out the door without Joker? Every time there's Joker, he's in everything. He's in the animated shit. They can't do shit without Joker. What's going on? There's so many good villains that they could fight. It's like, dude, oh my God, enough with the Joker. Fuck Jared Leto and his Joker. It was terrible, okay? It was terrible. He's not good. Saying that line was super cringy too. And by the way, they started doing those shoots like last year or like the beginning, like last year, whatever. That has been a meme for a while. Zack Snyder knew that was a meme. Dude, why would you make Jared Leto say that? All the people saying like, oh, no, it's fine, it's funny. Dude, no. Jared Leto's Joker is just as shitty. It's just as bad. He looks just as dumb. No, he doesn't say damage on his forehead this time. No, but it's just as bad. I guarantee you he is going to be bad in the movie. Okay? Not even that he's a bad actor. He's just not a good... people... I continuously see online of people being like, oh, well, he was giving bad directions or you guys are making fun of his Joker too much. It wasn't that. Yes, it was. It was bad. It was very shitty. Justice League as a movie was a bad movie. Okay? They're not doing anything. Okay, they're putting in the extra scenes that he wish he could put. If those scenes were so good, if he had such good scenes in the movie, why didn't he put them in the first one? Okay, everyone keeps saying, "Oh, this is what he really wanted to." What do you mean? Why didn't he do it then? What was that? He really wanted to do it. Why didn't he do it then? He had full control over that movie. Why didn't he do it then? This is what he really wanted. Why not? Why didn't he do it? Okay, why didn't he do it? Ezra Miller saving that black girl because they need a black person in the movie. Fuck you. Okay, all this shit is going to go to nowhere. Okay, and what I mean by that is, they should have done this style of movie a while ago. Okay, a movie that sets up other movies a while ago. Because from this, they want to do Flashpoint. Fuck you, DC. Okay, you've set up nothing. You guys do not deserve a Flashpoint movie for the shit you've given us. For the bullshit movies you've given us, you don't deserve to make a Flashpoint movie. Okay, that is a good movie. Not only that, but I hear they're not even going to do the same story. What the fuck are you gonna do? What the hell are you gonna do? You're doing a Flashpoint movie but different? Fuck you, Flashpoint was great. What are you doing different? What the hell are you talking? Why do they always do stuff they're like close, but it's always different? It's always shittier. It's like, yeah, we're gonna do this, but we're going to do it our different, shittier way. Really, dude? I don't mean to sound like what I just said, really, dude, that actually sounded a lot like what's his name, Chris D'Elia. I didn't mean to really say, oh really, dude? I didn't mean to sound like that. I'm sorry. Chris D'Elia, where is Chris D'Elia anyway? Like, no one's heard a word for it. Did he kill himself? Not even joking. Like, someone needs to look out look out for Chris D'Elia. Like, dude, where is he? I thought he'd be back by now. Like, those rape allegations. Like, dude, here's the thing about those rape allegations. Like, whether he did it or not, who knows? It hasn't been in a court of law. And I am not one to follow public opinion just because everyone else says he did it. He probably did. He probably did do it. But he's a creep. I mean, he looks like a creep. You guys seen that video where he, like, I don't even know where. He's with the fighter and the kid, and they're talking about DMs and how DMs can't be deleted, and his face is like looking into the fucking abyss. You know, it's hilarious. It's pretty funny. Where is Chris D'Elia though? Like, he hasn't said a damn word. What's his name? Louis C.K. How long was he gone for? He was gone for like half a year and came right back. Chris D'Elia is gone for a long time. He's been gone for a long time. He has a podcast. Why didn't he do a podcast? You know, why is he like? You know what I mean? Like, the podcast. Here's the thing. He has a solo podcast. That's the perfect place to go when everyone hates you. He hasn't even done anything on his solo. You know what? I don't know. I should check that out. But from the last time I checked, he hasn't done anything. But having a solo podcast is the perfect place to go. But, like, where is he? You know what I mean? Like, I should look up on Twitter if anyone's seen him. You know what I mean? Because, like, okay, he's canceled, right? Where is he? Have people seen him? Like, what are his friends? You know what I mean? Like, when you're that canceled, what do you do? Where do you go? Like Harvey Weinstein. Like, where is Harvey Weinstein? Like, his daily thing. Like, what does he do? You know what I mean? Like, what do these people, these canceled people, like really canceled people, what do they do? Where are they? Are they just like, I don't know. Are they just like hanging out? Does he take Ubers? Like, is anyone fucking with him? Like, he's just completely silent. Like, you really don't know. I don't know. It's just funny. Like, especially Harvey Weinstein. Like, what does he do? Did he go to a place where people don't know him? Does he always wear a hat? You know, is Chris D'Elia walking around? I feel like I would notice him. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like even if he wore a hat, I feel like I'd notice Chris D'Elia. That's the whole thing. Maybe he's in another country. That could totally be it. So like Dave Chappelle, he went to fucking Africa. No one knew who the fuck he was in Africa. Maybe that's it. Maybe Chris D'Elia is like in Germany or somewhere. You know what I mean? Like laying low in Europe somewhere. That could totally be true. Totally be true. Harvey Weinstein, yeah, they're probably not in the country. That makes a lot of sense, actually. They're probably not. He probably fled and was like, all right, well, everyone hates me here. I've made money, so I'll just go and come back in a couple years. Who knows? You know, that Now that I think about it, if you're canceled, especially like Chris D'Elia was, just go to another country and start your podcast from there. Like why not? You might even pick up more new viewers because your IP address and shit. It'll go out to different type of people. Yeah, that's a perfect thing to do. Like go to like South America or someplace. Just start your podcast there. Just start over there. Pull a fucking Roman Polanski, leave after raping a 13-year-old girl, which I'm not saying Chris D'Elia did, but yeah, and then go do movies in another country where they don't care about rape, like France. Not to call out French people. That sounded like I was calling out French. Not to call out them, but pull a Roman Polanski, leave, and never come back. Even though Chris D'Elia never actually got like, he never got like legally fucked. He just socially fucked. Which I think socially fucked honestly is worse. Like when you get legally fucked, like when you do something illegal and you get fucked, it's like, yeah, well, you're in the public opinion, you're still fine. Like there've been many famous people who've like done bad things with tax evasion and shit, and they're looked at fine in the public. But Chris D'Elia, even though literally he's had no charges or anything, he's looked down upon like he did get charged for rape, Like these canceled people, it's like them going through public opinion. It's almost like they went through court and just got, what is the word? Convicted. It's like they've been through court and they've been convicted of it. It seems like that sometimes. But yeah, he could probably just go to another country. Interesting. I wonder what he's doing. You know who they should fucking look out for? That guy, what's his name? Bert Kreischer. Oh, this fat fuck. Have you ever seen his terrible show, The Cabin? The nudity in that show is off. It's too much. Little kids are watching this fat ass run around. Okay, he's run around naked. Okay, cuties. You remember that show? People got crazy about that show. Their kids on Netflix watching Bert Kreischer's naked ass run around. Not cool, dude. Not cool. Okay, they should look into him. I bet he's got some fucking skeletons in his skull. His southern ass wife. I don't know. She seems better than Bert Kreischer. I take that back. Even though I didn't say anything bad. Southern. I don't know what southern ass means. I think I meant that by just saying she's southern. Not that being southern automatically makes you racist. Not that it automatically makes you wrong. But she is southern. Keep that in mind. That's the thing, though. You could go anywhere, but when you're born in the South, you keep the South with you. You can't take the dog out the water out the dog, and the water. Fuck, what's that? I don't even know. What is the thing? You can't take the hood out the boy out the. Yeah, you can't. You can take the boy out the hood, but not the hood out the boy. Something about that. I feel like that was the racist version. There are all types of versions you could say about that. Someone needs to look into Bert Kreischer and his gay partner, who they're definitely having gay sex on the low. Okay, what's his name? The other fat one. God damn, what's his name? What's the dude's name? Fuck. Your mom's house. What's his name? His wife is annoying as hell. Christina P. God damn, what's this fat fuck's name? Christina P. What is this dude's name? Fuck. You know what? Fuck him. I hate them both. Bert Kreischer. He's terrible. They need to look into him. I'm sure he's got some rape allegations. All right. How'd they even find Chris D'Elia's things? That's why I was. Is it just like random people just who knows? Well, I know how it started. It starts the same as everyone else. Like a girl will tweet, and then another girl will be emboldened by her tweet, and then she'll tweet, and then more people will tweet and tweet and tweet, and it's like, oh, okay, you must be a real piece of shit then. If all these women are tweeting at you, here's the thing. I can tell you there's proof right now. You know the proof about how he probably did it? How do all these people have his phone number? Like, if a girl came out and was like, you raped me. Oh my God, the noise upstairs. I'm so sorry, that noise upstairs. These fucking people upstairs, dude. I swear. I am so done with them. There's no good time to record because these special ed people are just banging constantly. You got to be fucking with me. That's crazy. They just keep... I'm so sorry, people. They just keep banging. But yeah, if a woman had accused me of something and I was like, show proof, and she like shows text and not just Instagram, like my actual like text phone number, it's like, oh, well, how did she get, you know, all these people, all these women had his real phone number. Like a lot of these texts weren't like Instagram. They were like texts to his phone. You know what I mean? Like you don't just give out your phone number like that. So, you know. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I just don't like a lot of those comedians. People fucking love them. You know, like Cheeto Santino, all those fucking people that Joe Rogan made famous. They love these people. I don't know why they put such a love around them, you know? And like a cult. They really like admire these people and they can do no wrong in these people's eyes. They're not even that fucking funny. Like stand up as a whole is like there are very few people who are funny. Very few. Yeah. And they love them. And then, like, people will defend famous people like they know them. Don't defend anybody and don't simp for anybody that you don't fucking know. Yeah, they do a podcast, but you have no idea what they're really like. Do not, like this, the perfect example, this Gina Carano thing, right? She got kicked out of, you know, The Mandalorian. She got kicked out of The Mandalorian. And everyone's like, oh, like there's so many people taking up arms for her. And they're simping for her. Not even simps like a guy, like they like her being a woman, them all being guys, like that kind of simp. I mean, like people who are like, oh, well, I'm done supporting Disney now that they took they're canceling her. They're shutting down her voice. Motherfucker, she was on The Mandalorian, dude. She messed that shit up for herself. Do not simp for her. There have been people getting canceled for shit she has said for years now. Why does she expect, or anyone, to not get canceled? Whether it's right or wrong, you fucking know what will happen. She compared the Holocaust to people dying in the Holocaust to her getting silenced. Motherfucker, you know that's not the difference. Because guess where she is right now? She, while she was tweeting that, was in some nice house in LA getting paid millions of dollars somewhere in some nice ass house where she's the opposite of being oppressed and getting killed in the Holocaust. Come on. It's not even close to getting killed in the Holocaust. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay? You're going on podcasts. You have Twitter. You're not silenced. Okay? You're not silenced. Motherfucker, you're not silenced. You're just like, she's just like every other fucking Karen who's like, oh, I can't say this. I can't say nigger without you being blah, 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 blah. No, you can't. What do you think is going to happen? I'm not even saying if it's wrong or right to get canceled. I mean, in the whole of like society is probably wrong, but you know it's going to happen. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. You know? And Gina got canceled for this. For Twitter. Not like she had a fight backstage or with management. Twitter, dude. She couldn't not compare her non-silence, her being able to she couldn't not do that. And now she's off of the Mandalorian. That's fucking incredible how dumb that fucking is, dude. Don't simp for this person. She is stupid. Okay? She is stupid. She had a great gig and now she's making movies with fucking pencil dick. Okay? Who's that guy? God damn, I can't even. Ben Shapiro. Okay? This fucking nerd. I hate nerds more than anything. It's not even that I hate nerds. Now she's making movies with him. Okay? Dude, don't feel bad for her. Don't simp for her. Even if you're like, oh, they're not silencing people. Okay? Because guess what? You can say whatever the fuck you want. There's going to be consequences. How dare people act in 2021 How dare people be surprised that she got canceled for saying that shit in 2021 after years? That's insult. That's like being insulted intellectually. Can you imagine? And then being like, "Well, you guys canceled it for." It's 2021. This has been happening to everybody. How dare you tweet? I'm more mad that she would tweet and act like she was gonna get away with it. What the fuck makes you so special, Gina? Okay, with your body built ass. Okay, muscles. Okay, hey muscles. Hey, listen, muscles. What makes you different? How dare she tweet and act like she should get away with it? Motherfucker, people have tweeted less and gotten kicked off completely. Do you guys want to know? Here's a secret. You guys want to know why I got kicked off of Twitter at 16 years old? Guess. Guess why I got kicked off of Twitter at 16 years old? I'm in my 20s now, okay? I can't use that email. Yes, I could do a whole different thing. I know. But guess why I got kicked off of Twitter when I was 16? They were like a complete ban. Guess. Just guess. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you the person I tweeted at and got banned for, she's in a Marvel show. She's back being kind of famous again. Guess who? Can anyone guess? Okay? I'll give you a hint before I even tell you the name. I tweeted, "Hey, I like those big titty mommy milkers. I need them in my mouth." That's what I tweeted. And then it got kicked off. Guess who I tweeted that out? Guess who I tweeted that at? Okay? Do I even need to say? I got kicked off of Twitter for that. That happened years ago. How dare you think that you could tweet and compare your famous ass? You're on The Mandalorian. You're going on podcasts. You're not silenced at all. How dare you compare your rich ass, okay, your rich ass to me and everyone, all us other regular non-rich people? How dare you compare your thing, your non-problem? You're non-problem. You're famous, you're rich, you're not silenced, you're not anything. How dare you compare yourself to getting killed in the Holocaust? Killed in the Holocaust. She compared her living in some rich ass, maybe even a mansion, her getting millions to be on The Mandalorian. She might even get her new show later on. Okay, and she's comparing herself to getting killed in the to people getting killed in the Holocaust. No, you're not getting killed in the Holocaust. Even me, and I do bad fucking jokes. That wasn't a joke. She literally, come on, dude. And you have the balls. I'm more insulted that you would think you wouldn't get canceled for that. What the fuck makes you so different and better than everybody? You think, well, you guys are canceling me for comparing this to the Yes. Like we would do everybody. Like we would do everyone else. Okay? You're lucky you got away with that trans shit for as long as she did. She was tweeting about trans people. She's lucky you got away with that. I'm more insulted that they didn't get her for that. People have gotten kicked out for less. Okay? People have gotten kicked out for for tweeting at Kat Dennings. That's what I was talking about, by the way. Kat Dennings for saying you want her big mommy milkers in your mouth. Okay, I got kicked off when I was 16 for that. Years ago. How dare you be so bold? How dare you be so bold and so confident that you think that Gina, she thinks she could get away with this? How dare you be so bold? How dare you? I'm not even. How dare you be so bold to tweet some shit like that and then raise your hands and act like, why is everyone mad? It's like she hasn't been on Earth for the last couple of years. You know what this is. You know what environment we're in. Don't try to be a rebel. Okay? Don't try to be a rebel. This is real life. You're getting canceled, bitch. God damn. Yeah. I mean, it's just a shame. It's a shame to see it to someone. Well, honestly, I didn't watch The Mandalorian, so I could care less. It could have been what's that guy's name? Pascal. I don't really care about these actors. But just the gall to do that and then raise their hands and act like the past few years just never happened. Act like Trump, all this stuff, all this, yeah, it pisses me off. Yeah, so that's that. That's what that whole thing was about. What is that one saying? And this week in culture. And this week in culture. Have you watched that show, the WandaVision? I watched the first episode. It was pretty much on par with like old WandaVision comics, like her doing weird shit and kind of like putting people. I know what it is because I've read the comic books. Like she has Vision under her spell, and eventually Vision's going to break out of her spell. He's going to want to go back to the real world. She's still in love with him. And you know what? It might even be like, oh, you can't go back to the real world because you're dead. I made you alive. So if you leave, I'm just going to kill you because, you know, I've recreated you. That'll probably be it because he's dead. Vision's dead. So I think it might be some weird dream where she can't accept that Vision's dead. She brought her back. You might even find out that stone, his powers don't work. Oh, that'd be interesting. If like she just turned off his powers because she controls him that much. That could be it, actually. Did I just spoil it for myself? I spoiled Avengers, the two Avengers, you know, the back-to-back ones, the two Avengers movies for myself. Just completely, because I was just thinking, I was talking to my brother and I was just thinking out loud and being like, this probably happens. I was like, I bet you at some point they go back in time and Thanos died. And this was before the first movie. I was like, I bet you they go back in time. It's going to be a time thing. Someone's going to die. And I like almost to the T got it right. It's completely spoiled it for myself. Completely. Like it was not a shock when Black Widow died, because I literally said to myself, well, someone dies, and I was like, well, if someone does die, it has to be human, so it's probably going to be Black Widow or you know, Arrow. I know that's not his name, but every time I think of the best Arrow person is Green Arrow, and not from the show, that fucking twink, not from the TBS, whatever that show is. That twink. He might be kind of old, though. I don't know. You don't have to be young to be a twink, though. Not that I would know. Not that I would know. How to expose yourself 101. How to expose yourself 101. But no, yeah, not him. I'm talking about the animated JLA Green Arrow. The best one. Yeah. I spoiled it for myself a long time ago. Yeah. All right, well, that was good. I think that was a great podcast. Great ending. So yeah. What was I going to say? Yeah, I'm going to try to do this once a week. Or maybe twice a week if I start thinking the 30-minute videos are better, like once a week 30-minute videos and talk about an actual topic, then maybe I'll do that. But for now, I'm going to commit to myself, even though no one's listening right now, that's okay. I'm committing to myself once a week for a whole year. Yes. And that's it, guys. That is it. If anyone listened this far, listen carefully, right? If anyone listened to this far, I love you. I truly do. I truly do. I truly love you. I truly... Oh, what does that guy say? What is the thing from... Oh, fuck, I forgot. What is it? What is... Not Charlie. What does Mac's dad say from Always Sunny? Shit, I forgot. It's all right. Thanks for listening, guys. And, yeah. Thanks for listening all the way to this point. Bye.